Hello! Okay, so I am so excited today. Today, I'm going to be featuring one of my awesome, badass clients, Miss Jess O'Connell, when talk about number one, her incredible business, but number two, what it's like to work with me. So let's see if she's here. She is here. Let's go ahead and get her on the camera. Bring them on the camera. Hey! I'm so excited. It's slowly coming together. And now we are connecting. Ah, there we go. How's it going, girl? Can you hear me? Oh, I can hear you now. Okay, say something real quick, just something, introduce yourself so that way I can make sure I can hear you okay.
There we go. Hi, I'm here. I couldn't see anybody. I'm Jess. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Oh my gosh. Yes, this is fabulous. I can hear you fabulously, and you look
Yay.
fabulous. I'm so glad
Thank
you're
you.
here. You look awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's just dive in by you telling us who the heck you are, what it is that you do, and then we'll dive into some other questions too.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good. So my name is Jess. I am a course strategist and business coach for online entrepreneurs who want to stop trading time for money and start expanding their reach and revenue by offering courses and teaching their knowledge to mass groups of people.
Yes.
Yes, I started my business back in January,
Awesome.
where I was still working with my MLM, and
Yeah.
then I decided, you know what, it's time for me to fly the coop. So I burned the boats, as I like to
Woo!
say, back in April, went all in, and it has been an amazing ride. So
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that was this January.
yeah.
It's only August. Oh God,
Yep.
you're kicking ass, girlfriend.
Yeah.
So what happened? You said in April you were gonna say something.
Yeah, so in April, I burned the boats. I left my MLM business and I went all in with my business now. I hired an assistant, I hired a coach, and I decided to go all in.
Ah, I love that. So I know that you've been in my space for a while. You've been like
Hmm.
kind of hanging out, lurking around. I want to ask you because it's maybe we didn't have a call before. So what
Mm-mm.
encouraged you to finally book a call with me and get on the phone with me and talk about taking your business to the next level?
So I've been following you for a hot minute, like you
I
said.
know. I
I
was like, yeah.
actually, I was doing some podcast hopping one day while I was driving my kids around because they were asleep in the back of the car. And so I started with like Style Your Mind, and then I was listening to Chardonnay and Slay, and I heard you on Chardonnay and Slay, and then I binge listened to your whole podcast. So I like
That
found
makes me
you.
so happy.
Yeah, I found you podcast hopping, and I was like, oh my God, your energy is infectious. Like, I feel like you totally get me, and you were from Colorado, so I was like, instant connection to you and your business. And at that time, like, I was still a baby coach. Like, I was still getting started. I was really trying to wrap my head around the belief that I could do this and that other people were doing this.
Yes.
And that's when I was like, you know what? Like, I could see myself in you. And that gave me the belief that I could do it too.
100%. And you have not only done a lot of things, but you've like massively kicked some ass, like
Thank
in
you.
the business world. Like you are
Hmm.
just like, woo! So, okay, so obviously that's how you found me, and that's what really
Hmm.
drew you to me. And I love that because what I talk about a lot is that people like people who are like them. And you basically
Hmm.
just shared an example of why you felt so connected. And I'm sure that's why so many of your clients have been connected to you as well. And there's just kind of a ripple effect of that. So, okay, so we got on the phone.
Yes.
And I want you to tell people where you were in that time in business, because you were already kicking ass, but you
Hmm.
were hustling really hard, right? You were in
Oh,
this place of massive hustle. So why don't you paint a picture of what that looked like and where you were in business before working together, and then where you are now in some of your awesome celebrations.
hell yes. You were not my first business coach. And so
Totally fine.
I came up with a business coach who hustled, right? She was all about the
Mm.
hustle. She was selling something new every single month. And so I felt like I had to launch a new program every single month. And so
Yeah.
I was burning the F out. Like I said, I had started in January, and by the time it was May, I had launched like 6 programs in 5
Wow.
months, and I was just dying. I was really
Yeah.
getting burnt out with this hustle, and also starting every month at 0 was really
Ugh.
kind of screwing with my mindset. Like,
Yeah,
all right,
I know
new
we
month.
talked about that too. That like,
Hmm.
and that's what so many people are doing, right?
Yeah.
You're like you said, new month. Okay, let's start the whole damn thing over again. Let's start the whole thing over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was exhausting, and I was really getting burnt out in my business. My relationship was suffering. I wasn't spending
Yeah.
as much time with my kids, and I was like, I
Right.
did not start this business to spend less time with the people that I love.
110 million bajillion
Hmm.
percent. Absolutely. Right. Like, and I think that people forget that sometimes.
Yeah.
That you did not, like, whether you left, I mean, I never had a 9 to 5, so like that just was never my life.
Yeah.
Right. But whether you left a 9 to 5 or you've been running towards this business forever, you didn't start it to work all the time. I'm
Hmm.
all fan of the hustle, but in increments, not like what
Absolutely.
you were doing.
Right.
So okay, so that's where things were. I mean, you were kicking
Hmm.
ass, especially
Yeah.
being so new in business, but it was a massive hustle. It was a lot of work, and you were feeling drained and overwhelmed and all of the things you should not be feeling.
Hmm.
So then we got on the phone, and I know that like working together was pretty much like an easy, like, oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
awesome. I'm so excited. Can you talk about that experience a little bit?
Yeah. So I mean, I had a pretty good idea when I got on the phone with you that I wanted to work with you. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
if you're doing it right, you know, before you get on the phone, if
Sure,
you want to
right.
work with somebody. It's just kind of to get the logistics figured out. I mean, hopefully, theoretically.
Yeah.
And so by the time I got on the phone with you, I was pretty ready to say yes. I just wanted to make sure that you could answer my questions and that we were going to be a good fit. And as
100%.
soon as we got on the phone, it was like a no-brainer that not only did you understand where I was and where I wanted to be, but I felt
Mm-hmm.
confident that you could get me from point A to point B.
And so, okay, do you remember the number one thing you wanted to hit on the phone?
I don't remember.
Well, there's a few things
Yeah.
you wanted to hit. So
Yes.
what we really talked about, you were like, number one, I haven't hit a 10K cash month yet. And
Yes.
that's what I really want to accomplish.
Yeah.
Okay. And then number two, you were like, I want some one-on-one clients. How do
Yep.
I do that? And I know that's another reason why you were drawn to me is because I've clearly executed, and mastered the one-on-one clients and the base revenue, right?
Yeah.
Those are the things we talked about. So I'm so excited. I want you
Yes.
to like share your wins. So share like your top 3 to 4, maybe 5, whatever, but whatever
Okay.
you feel like sharing. At least 3. What were your top 3 wins and celebrations from when we like started to when we finished working together?
Yes. So even within like we're like
It was
getting on the
very
call
fast.
with you, yeah. Before we even really started working together, I hit that 10K month. Like just being in that energy and declaring that it was mine, it came.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started offering my one-on-one services. And it was really funny because I feel like I can't be the only person that does this. I know I have clients that do this too. But like I think that we have this tendency to say, oh, I know. And that's like the most toxic thing in coaching and in a business. Like you don't know, and that's okay. But I felt like I knew, and so I was doing things my way, and I wasn't listening to what you were telling me. And about halfway through the month, I was like, okay, I have no one-on-one clients. I'm doing all of these calls. What am I doing wrong? And it was actually somebody else's success that triggered in me, like, no, I really want this. Like, this is something that I do want. And so I reached out and I was like, okay, I'm ready. Like, I'm going to do it your way. And literally the next 3 calls that I had, I closed one-on-one clients with my high offer, like 3-month commitment coaching program. And then I got 3 other 1-month coaching clients all in the same week. Like as soon as I decided to stop fighting it and start listening to what you had to say, everything that I was working toward came.
Well, and I remember the day that you reached out to me and celebrated, and like I absolutely love it because you were like, I wanted to give you the proper numbers, and I was like, okay. And it just made me so happy. Like I absolutely love that about you. But the one day you messaged me and you were like, I signed 3 clients. And then you're like, scratch that. I actually signed 4
Yeah.
clients today. And I was like, yes, girl. Like, of course you did. Because you have the hustle energy. We were just able to shift that into a way that actually worked for your business, because that is what you deserve, you know? But the coolest thing is that I really love is what I love that I was able to help you achieve, and that you've been able to achieve, obviously, and now it gets to grow from here, right? It's just to the next level. But not only did you hit your first ever 10K cash month, you guys, we are not talking sales. Not that sales aren't great, okay?
Right.
Right, of course. But that's something I pride myself in as a coach and as an entrepreneur, is that I'm going to be here and we're going to be in integrity with what you are achieving. Okay. And I've always been integrity with what I've achieved. If I say any numbers, I specify this is cash. So 10K cash month. I think that, what was the first month? 11K. It was like 11K cash.
Yeah. It was like 11,
something around there.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah. Something awesome. And then the next month was a $12,000 cash month. So it wasn't just a fluke. It wasn't just a one-time thing. It was an every time. And now this is your new normal. And then also we created some base revenue, which that's what I wanted for you, because so many entrepreneurs, you know, they do this hustle thing and they come to the beginning of the month and they're like, okay, we're back at 0.
Yeah.
Yay. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
And it's not that we don't enjoy it, but that leads to burnout, kind of like what you were telling me earlier. Okay. So what is your favorite thing about working with me?
I really loved that you offered like support and mindset, as well as like the no nonsense strategy. Like there are no secrets. You don't hold anything back. And I really loved that. Not only did you help me like develop my mind and like step into that role of being a 10K a month CEO, like you
girl,
also gave me the strategy that I needed to get it done.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. And it's often, you know, here's the thing, the strategy, once you know it, it doesn't change much, but it's the activation in your energy and getting you to that place where you're like, yeah, this is just my new normal. This is, and because it is, right? This is literally just your new normal. And now it's like for the win. I love this. Okay. So tell us, what is like the most exciting thing that you are celebrating right now in your business and that you have going on in your business?
So I have so many things. I feel like that you can't take the hustle out of the girl. And so of course I have so many things going on. I love it. Just announced my new mastermind. So I'm doing a high level, high touch mastermind. Where I want like the highest vibe women in the room together. And so I'm launching it differently than I've ever launched anything. There's a wait list and application process, and I'm so excited. My wait list is filling up. I already have 15 people on my wait list, and I announced it at like 10 o'clock last night. Like,
that's awesome.
See?
Hashtag killing it, right?
Yes,
like you are just slaying this. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. So why don't you tell us where they can find you and where they can watch you? And I know you'll probably come back in, at least on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
And you will give your links and everything too, so people can come hang out with you and be like, she's cool, you know, and watch what you do. But yeah, tell us where we can find you and learn even more about this mastermind and everything too.
Awesome. You can go to jessoconnell.com to check out my website, see the different courses that I have, and to get on the wait list for the mastermind. And then if you want to just be in my community and see what my vibe is all about, I have a Facebook community called Fearless and Free Entrepreneurs.
Yes. Love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is there anything last minute that you feel like you want to share, either about you, either about working with me, or about business together, or just inspiration that just struck that you feel like you need to say? I'm open ears.
Let's do it. I'm going to say that if it's on your heart to work one-on-one with Brooke or any other coach, it's on your heart for a reason. And I had the idea to work with Brooke months ago. And the fact that like, as soon as I said yes, as soon as I booked that call and committed to it, I made a commitment to myself. And that made me up level. Like it wasn't even, I mean, obviously like your coaching and your support and everything is what took me to the 12.
The decision.
But like the decision.
Huge.
Yep. And putting that money where my mouth was is what made the difference.
Yeah. And I think that that's what's such a beautiful thing that we talked about earlier,
Mm-hmm.
is that when you made that decision, I think the first day, like
Yeah.
right after we got off the phone, you're like, guess what just happened? And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And so that's what people don't understand. That is like, really the decision is the first step, and then we'll
Mm-hmm.
take you to where you want to go for sure,
Exactly.
100%. Ah, this is awesome. Thank you so much for coming on today. This is fabulous. Make sure you come back through and drop all
Definitely.
of the things so people can find you and stalk you and love you and all the good stuff. Cool.
Awesome. Will do.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
being
so much.
here.
Yes.
Bye,
Thank you for
love.
having me. Bye.